I am Jerry Silvio. My wife and I live in Covington, and which we enjoy a great deal. And I discovered this facility and service through a neighbor, and I had experienced a back pain that was almost crippling. I would say from 0 to 100, I was probably operating at 50% at most. I have had this pain once before in my life, about 25 years ago, and it was the result of overworking, doing something that I didn't do that often. So, but I had that to happen again. I was working beyond my physical capacity, if you will, in cutting a tree and stuff like that, some trees. So I had this pain, and I discovered through Dr. Johnson, his facility here in Conyers. So he said, well, why don't you come by and I will check it out. So he did. He took x-rays and found no skeletal problem. It was just a minor adjustment. And what I was experiencing was a spasm of the lower part of the right side of my back, and literally I could not stand up. It was pretty difficult just to get out of the bed. So we came in, we did the adjustment, and then we did an electrical. It supposedly supposed to draw regenerative actions for the cells, and that was great. So I came in about probably 5 days in a row, and we did the electrical impulses, and that was very helpful. So and then on maybe the second or the third day, Dr. Johnson said, well, let's try a new device that I've been working with, and I think it's called the MiracleWave, and it's a different sort of action. It's I call it a sonar, if you will. And so a combination of that, a minor adjustment, the electrical, and I was regaining capacity about 15 to 20% after each day or each session. And then overnight I would lose 5 or 10%, but I was taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back in my mind. So after about the 5th or 6th day, I was at 95%. And so I've been able to stay there. And so my fear of that spasm in the lower back is diminishing. So I couldn't say more about it other than it worked for me. And it was interesting because I would come in bent over, but when I would leave, I would be fully erect. So I'm endorsing it and happy to do so. I wouldn't do it if I didn't mean it. And that is my story.